Hey guys, it's Ashley and I'm here with my Pilates teacher, Amy Jordan from WundaBar. And okay, so WundaBar is my favorite Pilates class. It is so intense. It's the most intense Pilates class I've ever done in my life.
No messing around happening.
No messing around.
Not a second wasted.
It's an amazing class. You're like all over now. I mean, it started just here in California in Studio City. I remember just meeting Amy and then she was like, yeah, we're gonna go in like some other locations. And now you're like,
now there's 9. We're all over
everywhere.
LA, San Diego, and even in New York now.
So it's so awesome to see your business grow. It's so cool. And what I'm excited about to share with you guys today is a little bit of our workout, but also how you can achieve Pilates at home, which is also super exciting because she has the movement by WundaBar.
It's coming home for the first time because if you didn't live in California or New York, you were kind of out of luck. But now, she's not gonna have to call me so much when she travels because she can just log in and do it at home. They're gonna be 30-minute classes translating what we do on the machine. It's just not boring Pilates.
So if you guys wanna hang out, learn some at-home Pilates, stay tuned.
Last 5.
Okay, so now we are on the mat and Amy is going to teach us what we can do at home.
So for the jump board at home, we're gonna go into something I like to call imaginary jump board. So come on down with your elbows and your hands flat on the mat. Sit your booty back on your heels so you're all the way back in a crouched position. Collarbones are wide and bring your elbows a little bit closer to your shoulders. Good. Keeping a flat back, we're gonna lift up and bring the arms to your sides. That's an inhale. Exhale, land back to where you started. Lifting from the waistline, go ahead and keep working. Lifting from the waistline, otherwise the quads are gonna take over, right? The quads really wanna kind of grip on. So lift from the waist, and that's gonna help you find the core effort here. Let's add the rotation. So we're gonna get into more waistline work, rotating through the ribs and keeping the hips shining straight forward. Inhaling to lift, exhaling to lower. Inhaling to float and rotate, beautiful. Exhale as we crease and fold back to start. Good, so we would do about 12 to 16 reps of this on either side, and then we can transition into the next exercise.
I feel it. I completely feel it.
Right?
Yes. It's all about breathing with Pilates.
Last one towards me, and finish, good. This is our Pilates Stepa that we do on the Wunda Chair. We can translate it to home. It helps to narrow the waistline. It's major cardio effort and lifts the tush while we're improving the functionality of our joints. So we're gonna keep our left foot where it is and take the right knee up into a 90-degree bend. Then from there, we're gonna sweep the leg through and go into a lunge with both knees bent. And then lift on the inhale, lengthening back as we lower. You can see that Ashley's staying upright, and that's how we find the core connection rather than tipping forward. Sometimes we can lose that effort. Good, really think about the waistline lifting off the legs as we're working, and that's gonna get us the waistline effort in addition to that left hip really having to work hard. We're improving the functionality of the hip with the Pilates movement while we're also making it look amazing. It's a little win-win. Hold that one down, and just like on the machine, we can go down and up through the hip, so not through the knee. There it is, girl, right through the hip. Get the core engaged, lifting the ribs off of the waistline. Good, beautiful. Making sure we stay connected here. Slow it down, come on. Last 3, good. Last 2, with control, both feet come back to standing. Here, there you go. All right, let's get that step up handled on the other side. This time the right foot stays on the ground and we're gonna step the left knee back, both knees bend, and then bring it up into that 90-degree bend at the top. Good. Exhaling down, inhaling, lifting with the breath as we rise, exhaling as we lower. Good. Really thinking about how this movement is improving all of the joints, the knee functionality, the hip functionality, and that's how we're getting that incredible effect on the outside, even though we're really working from the inside. Good. How's that breath working for you, girl?
Whoa.
Good.
It looks so easy,
Beautiful.
but it's so painful.
Keep these toes down. That's how we find the inner line of the leg. This is the last one. Up. Hold it back. Both knees bent. Hold. Oh, I got you. I got you. Wag your tail to this side a little bit. And now from this right hip, don't bounce. No bouncing allowed. We're lowering and raising. Bring your knee forward to touch my hand. There it is. So the knee stays in front of the ankle. That protects it. The knee stays in front of the ankle, right over the foot. Beautiful. Behind the toes, in front of the ankle. Last two. You got this. With control, inhale. Both feet come back together at the top. Nice. This is one of my favorite moves. It's called Wunda Twist that we do on our machine, but this is how you can do it at home. So take your hands to the top of the mat and step your feet back one at a time like you're going into a plank. Once you're there, you can see that Ashley put her right foot in front of her left. So now her hips are twisted even though the shoulders are shining straight forward. From there, we're gonna inhale as we draw up and back, shifting the weight back. She's now in this beautiful pike position, coming up and back. That's an inhale. Exhale, unwind and come back to start. Good. Inhale, lengthen back. All sides of the waistline stay long. Exhale as we unwind back to start. Lots of breath between the shoulder blades. That gets the postural line engaged. And this breath is really important in Pilates. Not only does it help us while we're working out, but we can take that kind of conditioning of our core and of our lungs into our everyday life right after we're working out too. Good. Hold the next one in that twisted plank. We're gonna breathe in between the shoulder blades. You can think of the heart lifting up. Good. And then it's a miniature rotation up and back through the pelvis is what's driving that movement. And let's do this 12 times on each side for the little baby move and that full range of movement. Stop at the bottom and go ahead and bring one knee down to the mat at a time. Gorgeous. This is our inversion. It's a great way for me to work with Ashley to clear her head, her heart, and get some really great work happening. So we're gonna take the top of your head down onto the mat and your elbows to the sides just under your shoulders. She has both knees bent and is gonna flip the toes under on the mat. So now she's kind of on the balls of her feet and the legs are straight. Now in this kind of upside down pike position. And because she's excited, she's already starting with the leg movement. You can float one leg up at a time and it's gonna reach long without the pelvis changing position. And you wanna do 2 to 3 reaches with the legs on either side, but the torso doesn't move and the shoulders don't move. Beautiful, hold that pelvis steady. Last one on the right, beautiful. Last one on the left with control. Bring both knees down and give yourself a second to let that blood clear out of your brain.
Whew, yeah. Definitely have a yoga mat underneath you when you do that.
Absolutely. We're gonna go into our crisscross. This is something we can do on the jump board, but also on the mat for homework. So we're gonna take Ashley's hands and interlace them behind the base of her skull. And we wanna really make sure we're greeting the weight of our head with our hands. They're not about just looking pretty there. Keeping the pelvis neutral, that means there's space behind the low back. And then we're gonna bend just the left leg up into a 90-degree angle and go ahead and hover the right leg off the floor. It's fun already, isn't it? Good, I see a little shaking happening. Okay, now we're gonna take the lowest right rib towards the upper left inner thigh and then unwind. Go ahead and keep going that direction. Notice that Ashley's not jamming her elbow to her knee. That's how we find length and really deep abdominal activation. You feel that, girl?
Yes.
Rotating, beautiful. The tip of the shoulder blade is coming up and off of the mat, good. And we wanna keep lots of length and a quiet pelvis. We would do 8 on each side. And we can also, if you want for fun, alternate legs and switch sides. So she can rotate towards the right and then unwind, rotate towards the left, or you can do them both all in sequence on one side before you go on to the next. Beautiful. And hug those knees in when you complete it. That was amazing work, beautiful job. So we're gonna go ahead and finish with our mermaid stretch. It looks beautiful and it feels amazing. So Ashley's sitting on her left hip and both knees are bent with her feet folded behind her. We're gonna take the left elbow and forearm down to the mat, and as you do so, the right arm reaches up and over, and we're really opening through the ribs and feeling that beautiful length and stretch, but without shortening the bottom side of the waist. Beautiful. Take one deep inhale here. And I'm gonna twist it up on you a little bit. We're gonna take the right forearm down to the mat as well. And that's a really beautiful stretch through the low back and a deep stretch through the hip. You feel that?
Oh yeah.
Breathing wide in between the shoulder blades. Take one breath here. Inhaling a positive thought for your day and come all the way up and up.
Oh, feels so good. I'm doing my other side.
Absolutely. We can't leave you lopsided.
This is my favorite part of the workout.
This is everybody's favorite part, right? So now we're seated on the right hip. The right forearm is gonna come down. Go ahead and get on down there. Take a nice deep breath here before we rotate, opening through the ribs. Really take a second to imprint something positive into your body and into your spirit for the day. Let's go ahead and rotate towards the floor. You can also take a second to exhale any negative thought or kind of nagging tension that isn't working for your day that we just wanna release. Take one more inhale between the shoulder blades and go ahead and come all the way up and out. Finito. Beautiful.
Thank you. Okay guys, I don't know about you, but that was a really hard workout for me.
It's how insane is this girl? She just does it, makes it look so freaking easy.
No, but that's the craziest part about Pilates is that it looks so easy, but it's like it gets into the muscles that you wouldn't expect. Like
you don't even know you have them until you
sore the next day.
time.
It's just so different from like a different workout, like, you know, with weights and stuff. It's just like, this one looks like, oh, it's so relaxing and awesome. And it's like, no, it's actually more worse for you because like it really gets in there.
It's death from the inside out.
It really is. Well, thank you for doing this.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And I hope you had fun teaching my fans.
Always amazing. So nice to meet you guys. Come see us at WundaBar.com.
Yes. All right, bye guys. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, comment below on what else you want to see, and subscribe.